So, ladies and gentlemen, this is one of our bittersweet moments. It is sweet because the service that has been rendered to our community has been so extraordinary. It is bitter because now we're saying goodbye, at least in this capacity, to two extraordinary leaders of our school system, Dr. Alan Goodwin and Dr. Joan Benz, who are retiring as principals of Walt Whitman and Churchill High Schools, respectfully. Their retirements are part of a greater turning of the page of MCPS leadership, which extends to Gaithersburg and Quince Orchard communities, as the principals of those schools are also stepping aside at the end of the school year. Our school system is one of the finest in the country, and it's in no small thanks to people like these two individuals here who have been such extraordinary leaders of their schools. In the case of Dr. Goodwin, he has served in Montgomery County Public Schools for 43 years, beginning as an English teacher at Springbrook High School to working a total of 19 years at Whitman High School, including 14 of those as principal, where my kids graduated under his leadership. Dr. Goodwin has shown a sense of decency, compassion, and level-headedness that I think we should all celebrate in our communities. So he really has been. We worked also on things like trying to make it safer for people to access that school. And he's just been such, not just a leader within the school community, but far larger than that as well. And in the case of Dr. Benz, she has served in Montgomery County Public Schools for 44 years as a teacher, teacher specialist, assistant principal, and principal for both Poolesville and Winston Churchill High School. Under her leadership, Winston Churchill High School maintained its strong tradition of academic excellence, earning the rank of #1 high school in Maryland for the 2016 to 17 and 2017 to 18 school years. We will miss both of you, but certainly wish both of you well as you begin this next chapter of your lives. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said of leadership, "Do not follow where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail." Both Dr. Goodwin and Dr. Benz have most certainly done just that, and for that, we are so terribly grateful.
So, as the son of a teacher and then principal, I just want to talk about the sacrifice that each of you made, because you truly, for the years of your legacy, developed a family. And it's indicative of so many of the students who we asked questions who had great things to say about how you impacted and changed their lives, how you set them on a trajectory so that they would be successful in things that they remembered, even as grown adults. And it's interesting when my mother runs into a former student who's now a grandparent and who's talking about the things that they remember from school, it shares with us how incredible the impact is that our administrators and teachers and support staff have on our students, and why it's so important, and why we invest so much in our leaders in our schools. Because you carry on the future, you carry on that light to future generations with the great work that you do. Each of you should be so proud for touching so many lives, thousands and thousands of lives. And the light that goes on with each and every one of them is a true testament to who you are as individuals and who you are as leaders. And so that's why we're here today, to salute you and thank you for the great work that you have done, not only for our kids, not only for our schools, but for future generations. And so we really applaud you and say thank you.
I'll defer to my mom taught me. Ladies first.
Well, it's been an incredible journey. I've loved almost every day. I think that I've stayed very young because of all the 14 and even younger. I was also at the Regional Institute for Children and Adolescents as a principal, and that was a great learning experience for me. So as much as I gave to children, they gave to me as well as staff every single day. I've loved it. I may be leaving Montgomery County Schools, but you can be very sure I will have my fingers in many pots where children are concerned. So thank you very much for this honor. And I appreciate the mentors that I've had in Montgomery County, one being Jeanette Dixon, who's here, Mike Durso, Mr. Rice, who was honored, or honored me, I should say, a number of years ago when I was Potomac Citizen of the Year, Mr. Berliner, for certain, and definitely Mr. Katz, whom I have a very special relationship with. So thank you so much. It's always a danger to give a woman a, this is sexist, a microphone first, because I'll probably talk longer. my good friend, come, Mike.
Actually, it's just dangerous to give a principal a microphone. That's the real thing. I have certainly enjoyed my time in Montgomery County. I'm retiring. I'm not quite sure how I will continue to have the emotional satisfaction I get in the job of helping so many students over the years and staff. I certainly enjoy the support that the County Council has given our school board for the most part, and look forward to those continued negotiations. I feel as though I've been here a long time, especially when I see a former student of mine standing at the back of the room, Nikki Diamond, who I taught many moons ago. It's wonderful to be surrounded by a community of learners as well as a community of educators. And I thank you for recognizing our educators' efforts through us. Thank you.
We don't need to read it. So I will just read a portion of this proclamation because this is the piece that I think is so very true with respect to Alan. Whereas Dr. Goodwin has been the heart and soul of the Whitman community and will leave a legacy of excellence that will be hard to match by whomever fills his shoes. So be it further resolved that the County Council wishes him and his wife Eleanor the best as they embark on this new chapter of their lives together.
And so I'll pick a paragraph for Dr. Benz as well from this proclamation that reads, whereas Dr. Benz sought to make Churchill a welcoming community for all its students, including embracing the Study Circles program, which encourages conversations about race and the factors that can lead to the achievement gap, as well as participating in No Place for Hate, an anti-defamation league program that seeks to combat bullying and bias. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the County Council of Montgomery County, Maryland, hereby congratulates Dr. Joan Benz, and be it further resolved that the County Council wishes her the best as she embarks on this new chapter of her life, presented this 14th day of May in the year 2018, signed by our Council President, Hans Riemer. Congratulations, Dr. Benz.